Good evening, wrestling fans from the world-famous AWL Arena in Tokyo, Japan. It's the Animated Wrestling League Hontai. We're starting off with a Battle Royale.
The following contest is an over-the-top rope Battle Royale, and the winner shall receive an Intercontinental Championship match in tonight's main event. Already in the ring, Mr. Showtime, Ningen Damashii, the Great Tanuki, Donald Shadow, and Tiger Mask 2, now entering the ring, the Prince of the Pinfall, Yuji.
6 of our 8 combatants already in the ring. We're looking to start off, but we're going to show 2 entrances because they are AWL debuts. Yeah, I think we all know this song by now, don't we? And someone screwed up on the graphics department. Yay, let's start the show.
Making his AWL debut, making his ring from Jamestown, New South Wales, representing Ningen Damashii and TMDK. Lost member of the skies,
That's right, the Sniper of the Skies making his AWL debut. Looking forward to seeing what he can do, and of course in this match the goal is to throw your opponent over the top rope with both of their feet hitting the floor. You can see some of the other combatants at ringside. In this situation, the high-flying ability of TMDK's Robbie Eagles should come to his benefit. At the very least, in avoiding elimination. Whether or not he'll have the strength to throw people over the top rope, I don't know. We don't have weight limits, we don't have weight divisions in the AWL, and we have some heavyweights in this match.
And finally, also making his AWL debut, coming out of Tokyo, Japan, representing Shinyo Pro Wrestling,
We last saw Umino Shota at the end of last season with a sneak attack on Zack Sabre Jr., the frontman of TMDK. He'll be in tag team action a little bit later tonight. So we'll see if that comes out. We also have 2 Shotas in this match, Mr. Shota and Shota Umino. 8 men in the ring, no time limit. The winner of this match faces the Great Tanuki for the Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Championship in our main event tonight. So, of course, all of Yokai Butai will be watching from the backstage area. They're going to be watching on closed circuit television, as you're going to be watching here on the YouTubes. Thank you for watching. Please give us a like, hit subscribe. I'd love to get my subscribers into maybe triple digits by the end of the season. I think that's a big ask. I'd like to consistently stay over 60. I think we can manage that at least. So please hit that subscribe button and never miss a moment of the professional wrestling action here in the AWL. Tiger Mask 2, the second Tiger Mask of the AWL dynasty, current holder of the Oshogatsu Taikai Championship, tries to eliminate and fails to eliminate the Prince of the Pinfall, who is in a bad situation here, as he always is in a Battle Royal, because, well, you can't pin anybody, can you? And now we're seeing TMDK versus the Roughneck in the dead center of the ring. Wait a minute, double DDT, teaming up with a fellow second-generation wrestling star. Considering Red Shoes Umino got chance of support in in Toronto, I'm calling Red Shoes a star, and that makes Shota Umino a second-generation wrestling star. Teaming up with Ningen Damashii, the son of the AWL legend Majiku. His little sister, Majiku 2, will be in tag team action a little bit later tonight as well. Lots of tag team matches between now and our Intercontinental Championship main event across both the men's and women's divisions. Robbie Eagles trying for something, doesn't get it. It's Mr. Shota. Oh, look at that, the nose! He's got him by the nose through the mask as the champion of the British, taking down the Mexican guy. Why not? Truly an international flair here in the Animated Wrestling League, AWL Hontai. Destroyer by Mr. Shota of Zygon J, another faction we will see again a little bit later tonight in tag team action. And wait a minute, Akuma no Tsubasa, the Wings of the Devil. Now in any other match that's a pinfall or a knockout, but here you've got to get the carcass up and throw him over the top rope. In fact, a little visual math here, I don't think we've had any eliminations so far in this Battle Royal situation. Flosion by Tiger Mask 2. And wait a minute, up and over, and there it goes! Ningen Damashii eliminated by the champion of the British as two NJPW stars facing off against each other, Umino and the Great Okan, all hail, of the United Empire. Of course, we do have a working relationship with both New Japan Pro Wrestling and All Elite Wrestling to provide guest talent here in the AWL, and we certainly welcome our visitors when they behave themselves, which admittedly isn't all that often. Tiger Mask 2 in trouble, Tiger Mask 2 in big trouble, Tiger Mask 2 is gone! Gamba's Shadow eliminates the New Year's Tournament champion, and Shota Umino eliminated by TMDK's Robbie Eagles. We already know there's bad blood between the Roughneck and the Mighty, so I imagine we're not going to, this isn't the last of that, and all of a sudden we are down to half, or just over half of who we started with. 3 eliminations so far. Pinwheel fall. And of course, again, can't get the 3 count in a Battle Royal because there isn't one. Another Destroyer. The Karoshi, I think that's called. The Death from Overwork. And looks like Hifumi Ryuji trying with the elimination here. Is he going to get it? He is... Might, he's got him up. He's got to... Can he throw him over? Yes, he can, but no! Mr. Shota hangs on as our 2 of our guests fighting each other on the other side of the ring. Gamba's Shadow still alive. I'd hate for a member of the Pit to become the Intercontinental Champion. That would suck. Though I wouldn't mind it if it was a New Japan Pro Wrestling wrestler. It's not like they have enough belts as it is it? No time limit in this match. It could go on all night. We've got several backup matches. We've got matches that we're ready to postpone till next week, depending on how long this goes. And vertical suplex. Oh! Brainbuster! Twisting Brainbuster to Mr. Shota, and another to the Great Okan. All hail. The power of the supernatural wrestlers. We've seen that as a theme this season. The supernatural, the meta-humans versus the mere humans. Meta versus mere. Kick to the back of the head by the champion of the British. The Rev Pro British Heavyweight Champion. Pounding away at his opponent. I think we have... No. We are still at 5 in the match. 5 alive. Great Okan with a flurry of strikes against Gamba's Shadow. I think that's the one you need to eliminate right now. And I wish we were seeing a little bit more teamwork to eliminate either the Great Okan, Gamba's Shadow, or both. We've got 3 what New Japan would consider junior heavyweights and 2 super heavyweights here. So at least in these kind of battle royals, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. A little bit of teamwork would help here. We haven't seen too much of that here. Oh, super kick! Oh, no! Wait a minute. Oh, down! No! Oh. Mr. Shota of Zaidan J, the office boy, saves himself, the salaryman, earning his paycheck tonight, and he goes up, he's going for the Hurricane Rana, and he does it! He eliminates the champion of the British! The Great Okan, all hail, has been eliminated. Now we've got 3. Oh, wait a minute. Blatant low blow, blatant foul. Unfortunately, no disqualifications in a battle royal either. Over the top rope. No. Robbie Eagles wisely staying back, letting the other 2 fight it out. You see a little teamwork here? Maybe. Probably not, though. As the Prince of the Pinfall at least momentarily saves himself, but he has crossed the plane of the ropes over the top, and he is eliminated. Hifumi Ryuji is out. Mr. Shota, Gamba's Shadow, Robbie Eagles in his first AWL match is 2 eliminations away from facing the Great Tanuki for the Intercontinental Championship and possibly taking his first step down the road less traveled. Springboard Lariat, and I told you that high flying would come in useful. And the most dangerous place you can be in a battle royal, the top rope. But, Speed Star style drop kick does not connect. Robbie Eagles barely able to get out of the way at the last possible second there. This match has been going on for nearly 10 minutes already. And again, we will stick with this match through its duration. We've got a series of tag team matches that we'll get through as many as we can before it's time for our Intercontinental main event this evening. Kick to the midsection, DDT by Robbie Eagles to Mr. Shota of Zidon J. And Irish Whip over the top rope. Can he hold on? Yeah, yes he can! Incredible flexibility and body agency by Robbie Eagles. Going up. And twist. Backpack stunner. What Neko Musume calls the catatonic. Keeping Robbie Eagles in the match. Gamba Shadow forced to retreat to the corner, or retreat to the ropes, to make sure he is safe in this situation. Allowing the two junior heavyweights to go at it. Ministerial suplex by Robbie Eagles. Of course, the Northern Lights suplex invented by Hiroshi Hase, the former Japanese Minister of Education, Culture, Sports, Science, and Technology. So we call it the Ministerial suplex here in the Animated Wrestling League. Irish Whip into the corner. And now trying, this is how he eliminated Tiger Mask, but not as lucky this time. Drop kick, sidekick combination by the two juniors. They are not able to maintain the double team attack, and that could prove a costly mistake in this over-the-top rope Battle Royal opening contest here. AWL Hontai, episode 405. It is season 21 of the Animated Wrestling League. And we have got some of the best talent in the multiverse right here in your YouTube window. Nice back elbow strike by Mr. Shota. Drop kick right to the knee. That knee pad provides a little bit of protection. Not a whole heck of a lot. But he's able to escape possibly a Nakamura Tsubasa attempt there. Spin kick right to the midsection. Collar and elbow tie-up. Irish whip. Oh, no. Down, up, and belly to belly. Countered into the Uranagi there. Almost an STO. Gamba Shadow now. Robbie Eagles, these three are really trading domination here. They're trading control of the contest. None of them have managed to maintain anything for too long. Twisting Brainbuster as Gamba Shadow now looking to solidify its position a second time. Simple vertical suplex this one, on that one. A straight Brainbuster under Japanese definitions. All three of these men, and I use the term men loosely in the case of Gamba Shadow, have stablemates scheduled for tag team action a little bit later tonight. The Pit, TMDK, and the VKA, the very kind assistants of Zidon J, are all set for tag team action as Mr. Shota saves himself after being thrown over the top rope by Gamba Shadow. And now finally an attempt to eliminate the Shadow. You just can't get him up. It's a weight difference, size difference, power difference, strength difference. Gamba Shadow with too much of an advantage over Robbie Eagles alone. These two need to start working together if they're going to have any kind of chance here. A Shadow Golem, a beast from the pits below, versus two mere humans. More on that a little bit later tonight, but... Oh, he's got both legs up. Does Mr. Shota, come on, Robbie, get over there, help him out, and I think, is he going to do it? Nah, TMDK, not exactly known for teamwork with people who don't wear the orange and black. By the way, has Taz filed his lawsuit on that one yet? Yes? Oh, okay. Yeah, cannot comment on ongoing legal procedures. Got it. Fair enough. Once again, Gamba Shadow literally on and under the ropes. Robbie Eagles looking for an elimination. Is he going to get it? No, he's not. Unless he can push Mr. Shota down to the floor. He's covered the... Yes, he is! We're down to 2! We are... So, knock my headset. We are down to 2. Robbie Eagles, the sniper of the skies, versus... Oh, beautiful sliding arm drag. And that's what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to surprise Gamba's Shadow. Take him down, keep him down. Now, of course, you cannot get a submission in a battle royal, but you can do damage. You can hurt your opponent, make it less likely that they will be able to stop you should you Fling Blade by the Shadow. So right now, this is a one-on-one war of attrition. Irish whip into the corner. Back elbow escape by Robbie Eagles. Off of the top. Oh! Double stomp, telling physics to sit down and shut up. The spirit of the pit. We're going for a big DDT. Doesn't get a big back body drop as a counter. Gamba's Shadow looking for something big here, I think. He's looking for the final elimination. He's looking to secure a shot at the Intercontinental Championship. And Robbie Eagles, he should have teamed up, and he didn't, and it cost him. We have our winner, ladies and gentlemen. Which means we're going to have to listen to that damned hit announcement.
Here's your winner, and the new animated wrestler with Intercontinental.
Not yet, he isn't. Well, you've seen the main event for tonight. But before we get to that, we've got a string of wonderful tag team matches for you, including a debuting tag team, officially debuting right here, right now. And this is not a combination I ever thought I'd see, but we saw last week. It worked.
Team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first the tag team combination of the Mistress of 1,000 Golds, Akira Mirine, and Shinda Akako. Together they are Dominant Submission.
Well, that makes sense. Shinda Akako is dominant, and the Mistress of 1,000 Holds is a submission expert. Dominant submission, why not? Now, they've registered as a tag team, but their victory last week has been retroactively added to the win-loss records. So they are 1-0 as a tag team, not only this season, but career-wise. And on paper, this should be a fairly easy outing for dominant submission. I'll tell you why in a second.
And their opponents, introducing first, making her way from Mexico City, Mexico. The second generation Warrior of Light, Majiku 2.
The Warriors of Lightning, Majiku 2 and Kaminari Hime, looking for their first ever tag team victory. And Majiku 2 currently sitting, unfortunately, deep in the danger zone. 2-10, her career record in the AWL. Not good. And now, her partner, who's looking for her first ever AWL win.
And their partner, making her win the ring from the skies above, Kaminari Hime! Together they are the Warriors of Lightning.
The Lightning Princess, graduate of the AWL Dojo, as I mentioned, still looking for her first win in AWL competition. She is 0-5 according to the win-loss records that I have on my other screen here. Yes, I actually do keep win-loss records for every AWL wrestler. So we do know where everybody stands in the ranks. And right now, the Warriors of Lightning are about as close to the bottom as it is mathematically possible to get. There's going to be the dominant Shinda Akako versus the Luchadora Majiku 2. Starting us off, 15 minutes on the clock in this non-title tag team match. No tag team titles on the line tonight, though we will be having tag team matches over the next week. Now going up, pump handle drop. And this could be a very quick victory for the dominant Shinda Akuko, who, if you haven't seen her before, she makes a habit of going after her opponent's head and neck to a uncomfortably dangerous degree, if you ask me. And of course you've got the, at least on, oh wait a minute, rolling code breaker, the Orb of Light, the Orb of Light code breaker by Majiku, and of course her father brought the Orb of Light into the Animated Wrestling League. She has upgraded it for the new generation. Kaminari Hime, the Lightning Princess. Incredible agility, one of the best, I would argue one of the best high flyers, certainly of the Joshi division. Possibly the entire Animated Wrestling League. She just hasn't managed to put the pieces together yet. She hasn't found that it factor, that X factor, that starts chaining together wins. Right now, the Warriors of Lightning employing a rapid tag strategy in order to hopefully keep Shinda Akuko off her base. But Shinda Akuko able to make a tag of her own, so coming into the match for the first time, the Mistress of 1,000 Holds, Kira Merune, and these two have much more difference in their techniques. Great combination there, getting into what looks almost like a Rings of Saturn situation. First ever AWL Women's Champion, Joshi Champion. One half of the first ever AWL Joshi Tag Team Champions, the Mistress of 1,000 Holds, Akira Merune. On the outside now with Majiku 2. And while she is a technician, a great technician, she's a skilled striker as well. And she, as you can tell right now on the outside, she will brawl if necessary. We've seen her in matches where she can get away with it, make copious use of shinais, of kendo sticks as they're occasionally called. And a beautiful combination into a Juji Gatame. Unfortunately, you cannot get a submission on the outside here in the Animated Wrestling League. It's the falls only in the ring situation. Of course, I'll remind you, since we're outside and approaching 10 on the referee's count, we have a 20 count on the outside in the Animated Wrestling League. And all of our AWL participants, all of our wrestlers, they know all about the rules. Especially since we have multiple actually, I think everybody here, except for Majiku 2, is a graduate of the AWL dojo, but Majiku 2, of course, trained by her father and elder brother. So she will, of course, know the rules as well. And getting very dangerously close. Attempted a standing star here, but... oh, wait a minute. We might have a reset of the count as Akira Merune drops to the outside with the attack on the illegal fighter. We do. Akira Merune may have just cost herself a victory here, resetting the count to 0 when it was already at 16. I don't think Majiku 2 was going to get back into the ring in that situation. We're 4 minutes in now. I'm sorry, yep, there we go. We do have both wrestlers back in view. Orb of Light into the stunner. The Warrior of Light, the role models to the kids. They've stripped themselves down to basics this season. Plain white masks. They say they're gonna earn their faces back. Wait a Juji Gatame, but very, very close to the enemy corner. Very easy for the dominant Shinda Akuko to break that up. In the corner now. Stunner. Hotshot Stunner removing Shinda Akuko from the picture now. Oh, wait a minute. Majiku 2 with great strength, lifting her opponent up to the top row. Oh, no. Oh, I think I see what you... wait a minute. And the ultimate elevation and evolution. The orb... endless light. Super avalanche. Endless light for a knockout victory. And that means Coming Out of Hime is no longer winless in the AWL. And the Warriors of Lightning have picked up their first ever tag team victory. Endless Light from the top rope.
Here are your winners, somehow, the Warriors of Lightning!
Huge congratulations to the Warriors of Lightning, picking up their first ever tag team win. Congratulations to both of them. May this be the first of many going forward in the league. So it's the Monsters from Hell versus Australians. That makes sense.
The following tag team contests scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the pits. Your winners, accompanied by the sun. And
oh god, I hate when they do that. It sends a chill up my spine every time they bring down that shadow of darkness, that veil of the night. The Pit, Sombo no Yaiba, Gisei, and Gyokto. And they will be facing two of our guests from Shin Nihon Puroresu. That's right, the rest of TMDK, including one of the best professional wrestlers in the world today.
And their opponents, accompanied by Robbie Eagles, the tag team combination of Zack, Tito, and the frontman, and reigning NJPW World Television Champion, Zack Sabre Jr. Together they are TMDK.
Ignore the Carmelo Hayes thing, I just needed something orange. I wish there was a way to do the Minitron movies without the names. Just have the theming of it, the colors and the patterns, but you know what? Sometimes I'm using a system that's not designed for what I'm trying to do. TMDK, the mighty Don't Kneel. We've already seen Robbie Eagles in action tonight. He has survived Gamba's shadow. The Pit, the rest of the Pit, now facing off against the front man and the bad dude. These two, not usually the tag team specialists of TMDK, but certainly capable wrestlers, and it is going to be size versus skill as we start off. 15 minutes on the clock in this non-title tag team bout. And Zack Sabre Jr., the last thing he needs to make this a wrestling match. If this becomes a brawl, he's dead. Ooh! Unless he can tag in Bad Dude Tito. Bad Dude Tito just overpowering Sombo no Yaiba. And I think Zack realized, okay, time to change the game plan. I don't know what the hell that was supposed to be, but it didn't work. Vertical suplex attempted and successfully executed by the blade that cuts between life and death, Sombo no Yaiba. Going for that choke slam, and he loves to go all the way down to it, all the way down to the underworld. Catch of the arm. That's going to be a fine. We don't like headbutts here in the AWL because we know what they do to people. Sack of something by Sombo no Yaiba sends him good 2/3 of the way across that 20 by 20 foot AWL ring. Somebody do the math on that. And boom! Down comes the Hammer of Death. First tag made over on the Pit side of the ledger. Elbow drop, doing some damage. Gyokta going for the first cover of the contest. And not getting there. Going up. Snake Eyes across the top rope by Bad Dude Tito. And we've got two somewhat similar tag teams, and then we've got the smaller, more athletic wrestler, and we got the bigger, more powerful wrestler. Different extremes on both sides of the match tonight, but still a similar dynamic, which leads to similar strategy. Not sure what the hell that was by Bad Dude Tito, but it worked. Taking a look at some of the... Oh, hang on. What do we have here? Going up. Powerbomb. Bad Dude Tito 1-0 in AWL competition. Meanwhile, the man who just tagged in, Zack Sabre Jr., he's been here a little bit longer. He is 10-5 in AWL competition. This is his 16th match. Gyokdo and Sombo no Yaiba, AWL Originals. Gyokdo 60-62. This is his 143rd AWL match. Of course, much of that during his era as the Doom Bunny. Yes, that was his original name, the Doom Bunny. Sombo no Yaiba, a little less experienced, 22-19. So they're both on the plus side of the ratio, but not by too much. This season in tag team action, the Pit is undefeated, 2-0, and TMDK as well, but only 1-0. So somebody's, unless we go to a time limit draw, somebody's undefeated streak in tag team action in season 21 dies tonight. "12 minutes and change remaining on the clock. Plenty of time. Baba Ganoush Shinichiro has the call, part of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family. Has really become known as the Baba Ganoush refereeing family in the last couple generations. Oh, look at that! No bridge whatsoever. That was raw power. That was arm and core all together, and a stupid slow count by the referee. I don't know what that was supposed to be. I apologize if I cough occasionally on this this week's episode. My cough button is not working, and I'm actually coming off of a cold. Yeah, I had to wear a mask at Forbidden Door and Collision over in Toronto. Fantastic shows, by the way. I'll eventually I need to get a video up with my in-person reaction to that, but I'm not sure if anybody would be interested. 10 minutes, 56 seconds as all four wrestlers in the ring right now. Referee trying to regain control of the contest. Irish whip. Oh, 2 for 1, taking them down to the outside. And, oh, a bunny butt. A bunny butt to headbutt. Again, that's going to be a fine. I don't know where Gisei gets the money to pay these fines off, but he does. Ooh, face first. Double Irish whip, tag Kogeki, double. Oh, double flapjack. I thought they were going to go for a big back body drop. Maybe Bad Dude Tito just a little bit too heavy for that. A little bit too big. The reach and the miss as Sombo no Yaiba pummeling Bad Dude Tito on the outside near our international announcement table. Time calls in both Japanese and English. Make sure everybody knows how much time they've got left. Uh-oh. Power slam by the big man. Referees count up to 6 of 20, and again, they realize Zack Sabre Jr. is the danger here. And the referee's not going to make a disqualification count until Zack gets back to his feet. If he does, all legal combatants back in the ring, your legal fighters are Gyokdo, and he's biting him. Well, he doesn't need to do that. Gyokdo and Bad Dude Tito, the legal fighters. Zack Sabre Jr. being brought in illegally and against his own will. The referee's not going to disqualify for that. That is referee's discretion. Technically, the partner cannot enter the ring for more than a 5 count. But the referee does have a little bit of discretion in this sort of situation where it wasn't intentional. Sombo no Yaiba with a 1, 2, and a kick out deep into the 2 count territory. But not the final and fatal 3. Back elbow by Tito, and he's used to being the power man. He's used to being the big man in Japan. Oh no. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, that is a career shortener. Holy shit. I don't know if we're going to be seeing Bad Dude Tito again after this. He may not want to come back here. Christ. Okay, as the referee continues to do his job, good lord, just over 8 minutes left on the clock. We're about halfway through the time limit of the match. And as much as these two teams have been pummeling each other, I'd hate to see this end in a time limit draw. And both of these teams looking for championship contention. Neither in the best four at the moment. But one of the numbers that we look to is that we look for in looking for wrestlers for a fight for four, teams for a fight for four match, is we look at the losses. We look at zeros. We want to see zeros in the lost rank for the win-losses. And I'm sure there's a better way of explaining that, but undefeated teams will get priority. Right now, here in AWL Hontai, the Pit, Tiger Mask Double, Zidon J, and TMDK are the only undefeated tag teams this season. One of those figures will no longer be correct in the next 7 minutes and 15 seconds, or less. Big splash, not exactly a bunny hop, but still needs to be broken up by Zack Sabre Jr., who needs to get into this match. He has not been a factor legally in this contest for a while because of stuff like that. The Pit keeps preventing the tag to Zack. You know that Dr. Jigoku of the Augments, the master of tag team supremacy, is looking, is watching, is prepared for any tag team, human or otherwise, that he has to deal with. And this match is going to be progress for one team or another, and Tito is in big trouble. The Vice Claw, okay, never mind, showing intelligent defense, the arms up, but not doing enough. Having to retreat from the ring, and I know Bad Dude Tito, he's going to hate that. I don't think he has a choice in the matter. Look at that, the power of Stombo no Yaiba, and the referee calling that a knock out. Let's see if we can take another look at that. A little bit of the double team action, that big flapjack. They targeted Bad Dude Tito throughout the entire match until that was the KO.
Here your winners as prophesied. The Pit.
I don't like these guys, but I will give credit where it is due. They came in with a strategy, and they executed. They kept Zack Sabre Jr. out of the match, and took out Bad Dude Tito. I hate to say it, but well done. Another brand new tag team makes their debut, and what the hell are these two wrestling together for? The Very Kind Assistants looking for their first win in tag team action this season.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by the CEO of Zidon J, Yamada Jiu, the tag team combination of the Very Kind Assistants.
The VKA, not the official Zidon J tag team, though I will say the Zidon J ranks are a little bit depleted ever since losing Mr. Nobuyuki to Tatsumania at the end of last season. They've lost their primary tag team. They seem to be fronting the VKA as the faction's tag team, with both Yamadajiro and Mr. Shota functioning in singles action. But that doesn't seem to be working because Yamadajiro and Mr. Shota, they have one tag team victory in one match, so 1-0. But the VKA currently 0-3 coming into this contest. But now what I think is going to be the story of the night. Who, what, where, why, huh? This is not a tag team I expected to ever see. We will show you the power of humanity. We are Ningen Damashii.
On the third opponents being accompanied by the Spiral of Submission, Chiba Koki, tag team combination of Satoshi Tobu, and the beautiful boy, Ningen Taro. Together they are Ningen Damashii.
Let me look through the papers here. I'm being told the Beautiful Boys Ensemble tonight is to show the supremacy of the human spirit and harken back to our caveman ancestors. Okay. Well, Damashii, or Tamashii as it's also occasionally referred, is the Japanese word for souls, so Ningen Damashii means human soul, or human spirit. And, okay, yeah, but the beautiful boy and the man who does himself no favors in the personal freshness department seem to have formed a tag team, and they're working together with the Scion of Submission, Chiba Akagi. Now, these three have been on, and the crowd has no idea what to make of this. They don't believe the same more than I do. These three humans have been on the receiving end of a great deal of punishment from some of our more superhuman wrestlers over this past season, over the past month or so. And mainly from the Pit, Aztec Kaiser Neo as well, people like that. So I don't know what's, but yeah, apparently this is a new faction. I've been told this has been registered as a faction here in the AWL, Ningen Damashii. Apparently they went with the D spelling instead of the T because they thought it sounded better. But they're facing off against two fellow humans right now, covering the corner as the beautiful boy, Ikemen Taro, gets out of a pinning predicament in the neutral corner. Tag between the two VKAs. Let's take a look at the win-loss records here. Obviously a brand new tag team in Ningen Damashii. The VKAs individually are 1-8 and 1-7. I don't know which one's which. The registered here is VKA1 and VKA2. They are separate people, obviously, but I'm not entirely sure which one's which. Satoshi Tobu, 13 wins, 12 losses in his AWL career, so he is +1. Ikemen Taro, not as good, with 4 wins and 12 losses, ratio of -8. So, I don't know. Satoshi Tobu at least has had some championship success here in the AWL. He is a former, biting away at the forehead, trying to draw some blood, get some color, as they used to say in the old days. As Satoshi Tobu, as I mentioned, is a former, as I was about to mention, is a former Intercontinental Champion, as well as a former holder of the British Openweight Championship. So he is indeed a former champion of the British. And while I have a moment here, I'd like to send the condolences of the AWL family to the family and the friends of Darren Drozdoff, aka Droz, who passed away yesterday, I believe. A sad but significant figure in WWE's Attitude Era. He lived as good a life as he could, all things considered. And wherever he is now, if he is, I hope he has found peace. And I hope his family will find it as well. Rest in peace, rest in power, Darren Drozdoff. Back in action here, a Tope con Hilo from one of the VKAs, and I don't think these guys have ever actually trained to be wrestlers. Just given their style and the fact they're dumb enough to wrestle in suits, why would they do that? Seriously, why the hell would they ever consider doing that? I don't know. But we are here on the outside. This is where the deathmatch veteran Satoshi Tobu, the guy who made himself a career, 10-year-plus career over on the deathmatch circuit here in Japan, and he's got the scars, mental and physical, to show for it, before he was even accepted to the AWL dojo, and once he was there, he actually took the longest to complete the training program of any successful trainee we've ever had. Ooh, knee right to the stomach, spin kick, back of the head, also standing enziguri, 1. They may not be trained professional wrestlers, but these very kind assistants definitely have some kind of combat training. Gets right into the mount position, takes advantage as well as he can, but he doesn't go for the cover, does the very kind assistant, and he gets a bit of a reversal there. Notice the VKA was going for punches to the face, whereas the wrestler was going for forearm strikes. Because wrestlers, even though nobody disqualifies for a closed fist outside of ROH Pure rules anymore, wrestlers are trained. You strike with your elbow, you strike with your forearm, you strike with a palm, an open palm. You do not strike with a closed fist, because that used to be a disqualification event. Third of the way through the time limit here. Standing Uranagi into the... Oh! Almost into the cover. Little annoyance of the referee taking too long to get to a 1 count, but there was no way that was going to be 3, so no harm, no foul there, I think. Baba Ganoush Shinichiro has been a little bit inconsistent on his counts tonight. I will admit that that is definitely the case. Ooh, not nice. Drop down into that knee strike, the bone of the shin right into the arm. And look at these wild swinging punches. Again, not trained wrestlers. Tag made, and we've yet to see any tag team attacks, any tag kogeki, tag team techniques from this incredibly odd couple. Satoshi Tobu, once again the legal man. He knows how to use that full 20 count to his advantage. The reason we have a long count on the outside is we want to give wrestlers a chance to catch their breath, to reevaluate their game plan, to think a couple moves ahead in the game of human chess. Satoshi Tobu is just going to use it to beat the living piss out of you. And you know what? That's a fine strategy too. Because you know what? It ain't ballet. Cover here, very quickly broken up by the beautiful boy. And I don't think the VKA know what to make of this any more than we do. And there's one VKA standing guard, the other looking for a finishing move, doesn't get it, runs into a running clothesline by Satoshi Tobu, and you want to do a wild blow, I can do that too. 1. Oh, belt and suspenders there. He kicks out and he gets broken up. I don't think the VK have too much of a game plan here. They're just in a street fight. Look at this. Oh, Rochambeau into the cover. 1, 2. Kick a little STG, a Spring Tiger Giri by Ikemen Taro, taking some inspiration from the Joshi division, and why not? Irish whip. Big one-man, big back body drop by the deathmatch veteran, the brawler, the deceptively strong, simple but effective Satoshi Tobu. And now we are going to see a tag kogeki. What are they going to do? Red rope arm breaker. And the other VKA coming in. The referee's going to have to get some kind of control over this. I'm actually not entirely sure which of the VKA is legal. I think they may have tagged in on the wrong guy. They hit the tag. Yeah, I think they hit the tag kogeki on the wrong guy. Either way, the referee is okay. Finally, we've got some kind of order. One of the VKA in with Ikemen Taro. Ikemen Taro, of course, does have some experience in tag team wrestling here in the AWL. He was a member of the tag team Beautiful Muscle, though that didn't quite work out well for anybody since his partner no longer works here. He actually his contract wasn't renewed. It was allowed to expire. He wasn't released or anything. He just, he was not useful around here. Diving tag and oh, wait a minute, Satoshi Tobu getting involved. He may be a Japanese nationalist, so he should have at least some respect for Ikemen Taro and the Ningen Damashii trio, but he does not approve of Ikemen Taro's lifestyle, let's just put it that way. Tag made to Satoshi Tobu. This isn't the Satoshi Toba does not represent the wrestling of Rikito-san, does not represent Giant Baba, does not represent Antonio Inoki, doesn't represent pure Kuro in the mind of Yamada Jiro. He just hates everybody that isn't just like him. He's a terrible human being. 5.5 minutes. Tag is made. The VKA literally on the ropes, outside the ropes. Ikementaro with an opportunity here. Will he take advantage? He will try. Off of the ropes. Oh, I don't know what he was going for there. That's what he was going for. Big swing and chop block. Or a big swing and something block, one or the other. Sounds like chop. And yeah. Oh. No intelligent defense, according to the official. The VKA referee stoppage. But a win, a debut win for Ningen Damashii, and it was sloppy at times, but it worked.
Here are your winners, Ningen Damashii!
Spirits, devils, robots, non-human wrestlers, we want to fight you. Human wrestlers will never lose. Well, that's a mission statement for Ningen Damashii if ever I could ask for one. But now we're going to have 2 inhuman wrestlers fighting for a big gold belt.
The following contest is your main event of the evening. It is scheduled for 1 fall, 1 submission or knockout to decide the winner. And it is for the Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Championship.
We've already heard from the forces of the pit twice tonight, and twice they have been victorious. It is possible that we could have a new Intercontinental Champion right here, right now, as the Shadow Beast, the Golem, the Stimulcra, Damashii Dark, makes its way... Oh, are they going to do it? Oh, no, they're doing it again. Oh, God. The Shadow Walkers. And the whole team is out in force. That is what teamwork looks like, ladies and gentlemen. The Great Tanuki with the rest of Yokai Butai. Now the first title defense for the Great One, the Great Tanuki, on the left-hand side of your screen. And there's the strategy, the great advice, the great strategies of Ultra Mantis Black, one of the most intelligent men in the history of professional wrestling, being granted to the Animated Wrestling League's Army of Spirits, the Yokai Butai, the Spirit Squadron, if you will. Emerald Dragon, the former human being, Shiroke Kitsune, and the Great Tanuki, spirits from the realm of the yokai. And there it is, the Intercontinental Championship, the Contender's title, the limitless potential, symbolized by that blank faceplate.
Introducing your first challenger and the winner.
Oh, shut up,
From
shut up.
Damashii.
And his opponent, he is the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Champion, accompanied by and representing Yokai Butai. Tonight he makes his first title defense, the Great Tanuki. This is an officially sanctioned Intercontinental Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League, AWL Commissioner presiding. At the sound of the bell, AWL official Babagadu Shinichiro in charge.
Well, there you see it. The Intercontinental Championship. A belt with a fascinating lineage, if you know its history. But right now, it's the Dark Beast versus the practitioner of sneaky style. 30 minutes on the clock, extended time limit in all AWL Championship matches. Vertical suplex, up and down. We heard the advice, I should say, of Ultramantis Black before the match began, and he said, push, 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 stay on the offense, and hope that the Shade cannot keep up with you. And that's a strategy that's worked for Yokai Butai before. They've had feuds with Gamba Shadows. They've beaten them before, as it has been said. But that was in tag team and trios action. This is one-on-one. The Great Tanuki in trouble already, but no, a good counter strike blocks the running offensive and gets him back into the ring. That's the sneaky style. That's the Tanuki style of professional wrestling. Ooh! Was almost a shin breaker there. And that's smart of the Great Tanuki, maybe going after the legs. Cover here, title is on the line. This could be one of the shortest title matches in history. But that is a very deep 2 count for 90 seconds into a match. Drop down into the crossface submission. Tanuki's got to break the grip, and rolls out. He rolls through it. Grabs a collar and elbow. Into the challenger's corner. Going for the shot, going for the execution drop kick, shotgun style as they call it. 2 minutes in now for the 1, 2. Of course, these shadows are merely reflections of the power of Gambahishi Dark, the leader of the pit, the master of evil. But wait a minute, the Tanuki claw! The Tanuki's claw into the facial region. But through sheer strength of darkness, a quick escape and going up and down. Boss Man Slam. And now it is the Shadow that's going after the leg of the Tanuki. The Great Tanuki in serious trouble here. Going for the knee breaker stomp. I didn't think he was going to go for a Romero special, but that's going to do damage to the knees, and that's going to be a problem. Oh, wait a minute. Tanuki Kakane Dojutsu. Taking advantage of the angles. Rope break. Good call by the referee. Not the result that the Great Tanuki wanted, but he needs to go for every cover he can here. Oh, biting! Pushing the rules here a little bit, but that's the sneaky style. Oh dear. Power mismatch. He's got to stay with sneaky style. He's cover 1, 2. Quick kick out. Gisei feeling the power of gold. Remember, the gold empowers the darkness. We've seen in the past, the more championships, the forces of evil, the forces that delve into the dark magics here in the AWL. We've seen in the past, the more championships they hold, the more powerful they become. In fact, there may not be an upper limit here. And of course, the Intercontinental Championship, a uniquely AWL title in that it is a contender's title. It's not an accomplishment in and of itself. It is your key to the main event. It is your key to the Grand Championship. We have one top champion in this company, and that is the AWL Grand Champion. If you hold and successfully defend the IC title 5 times, you get an automatic championship match against the Grand Champion in the time, place, and stipulation, most importantly, of your choice. You jump to the front of the line. Going again, going up, Tanuki, Kakare no Jutsu. That's a reference to a real-life ninjutsu technique that Ancient Ninja developed observing Tanuki in the wild. So a bit of an acknowledgement of humans taking from the spirits, taking from the animals. Tanuki Kakare no Jutsu. That's where you change the elevation. You take advantage of the fact that people never look up above about 45 degrees. But the Tanuki Kakare no Jutsu on its own may not be enough. Going for the Tanuki Claw yet again, but back elbow right to the back of the head. And that's dangerous. That hair is not going to provide as much protection as it looks like. That fur, that mane. Oh! Oh, my voice is going on me. We got to get through this. This match has stayed almost entirely inside the ring, which frankly I did not expect. But I'll remind you, Champion's advantage in play here. Going for a leg lock now, knee bar I think that might be. I'm not sure if Great Tanuki realizes just how close he is to the ropes here. But he doesn't need it, he's got his other back paw to escape with. And now going up. Oh, went for that King Kong knee drop. No water in the pool, and that could change the titles. 1, 2, oh. Just barely does the challenger not come away with the title. Getting a holy crap chant, I think. And what do we have here? Side Russian leg sweep. Into the cover, pulls the leg away from the ropes. 1, 2. Kick out. And Tanuki, he is spent. Look at him. He is exhausted here. He's tried almost everything in his arsenal to tame the shadow, except for this. Tanuki, ball buster, and he gets the knockout from it. Gets the knockout. The referee says that is enough damage done. Tanuki Kakare no Jutsu. A couple of times there, but in the end, it was the good old-fashioned Tanuki ball buster.
Here's your winner, and still undefeated Wrestling League Intercontinental Champion, the Great Tanuki.
1 down, 4 to go. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Korede. Kumarida.